courtesy flush. We give you all of the nutrients and flush out the bullshit. Now listen, if you are a parent, you have younger kids, if your kids are grown, what you need to do is this. Make sure you let your kids know about the Bible. Okay? Now, you might say, oh, I don't want to hear that. No, listen, let me tell you this. If it wasn't for this Bible, I thank God that my mom, and my grandparents, I'm glad that they introduced me to the Word of God and the Bible, also known as the Book of Life. Because anyone with children, you're going to worry about your kids. You're going to be a little worried and concerned about how their life is going to go, maybe when you pass on, while you're still here, when they grow up, where they're out of your home and out in the world, in this world that we live in. Now, I work with kids that's like, and I never thought that I would be like, oh, well, a 20-year-old and a 30-year-old is a kid, but, I'm 40 now, so they're kids to me. And I look at it and it's just totally different from the old days. Let me tell you guys about something. I was born in the 80s. So around 1989, I was like, what, 8 years old? So the food was better. The music was better. Everything was better, okay? And this is in the 80s. I'm pretty sure people who grew up in the 70s, they had it even better. But we didn't have all this GMO and all. Well, we probably had it. We didn't know. Well, it didn't taste like it to me. One thing I will say is this. And I'm going to get back on topic. Pray for your kids. Pray for your parents. Pray for the world, the children of this world, because I just look at these kids that I work with and I'm like, wow, where did you go wrong? Now, you can't always blame the parents. Don't always blame the parents on how the child behaved. And a lot of times, you know where they get all this behavior from? Us, okay? If you're cursing like a sailor in the house and your kids curse, it's a given. They didn't learn this from me out there. They learned it from you. And I'm not beating you up for it because, I sometimes curse and I know my kids hear it. Okay, so, but what we need to do is start to get back in that word, because if you are a believer, which I encourage everyone, I know there's some people who don't believe in God, but what do you have to lose? Now, my son was looking for this verse, and I'm just going to read it very quick for you. This is St. Luke's. What? St. Luke's? I need St. John. Yes. The Gospel according to St. John. This is John 3:16. I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar with this. I hope you are. So, is it? Hold on. Am I familiar with it? Let me get it up there. 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Okay? If you don't believe in God, I'll just tell you like this. This verse right here, it said, for God so loved the world. Most of the people that I ever ran into that didn't believe in God, they would always say, well, if God is real, why would he be letting all this stuff go on and babies getting hurt and everybody's dying and stuff like this? Listen, this verse right here, this book has been around for a long time, okay? It says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Everlasting life, okay? Shall not perish, but have everlasting life. If you don't believe in God, now's your time to just ask him. Say, God, if you're real, reveal yourself to me. And anybody that I ever met that told me they didn't believe in God, I always told them to just say, hey, ask him. You don't have to do it while anybody's around. You don't have to do it in front of a group of people. Just say, hey, if you're real, reveal yourself to me. And trust me, I've been around a lot of people that And I told him that. And it's our duty to tell him that, because you don't want anyone to be cursed to hell and damnation forever. Like, no coming back just because you didn't believe. Because you didn't believe. Okay? So just encourage everyone around you to get in that word and to, try to be better. Try to live better, because it's enough evil in the world. It's enough people doing wrong in the world. If you are a believer, we need to start pushing it, okay? Because that's what we represent. I told you, we're going to give you all of the nutrients and flush out the bullshit. I don't really kind of feel right saying that either, but hey, nobody's perfect. And don't beat yourself up either, because God knows no one's perfect. That's why he sent his only begotten son for you and me and for everybody else that we're supposed to spread the message to. Like, comment, and subscribe.